Bucket, everyone fucking bucket right now!
Hey Ryan, if you're still here, I just saw your message and stepped away real quick. How's it going, Ryan? I'm still wore out, man. But doing what I can, what I got. Part of my issues, that's why I had to step away. So want to give me some of that money for your non-DLC save? Just, a small loan of $1 million. Billy Bob put 3K on you yesterday. Yeah, Billy Bob he's made some moves. I don't know how far he's gotten though. I wanted to put like 6 to 12K in today to kind of keep my spot, since we're about 7 days, the final week. Yeah, there's been some movement on the DLC board, that's for damn sure. I mean, right now on max, I'm sitting okay, but I mean that's only like 14K from the bottom. And then on the seasonal board, I mean, I'm only like 12K from the bottom, so you know, which is, you know, 2 days worth of work could pretty much put me at the bottom on each board. Heyo, Boolinful. It's a going. It's freaking warm here today, and I'm still drained of energy. Got a late start because I'm a lazy American. But, yeah, it's going. How are you doing? Lazy Sunday. Lazy Sunday is great. Yeah, you're still in the max. You're doing okay there, Billy Bob. Okay, maybe I can friggin' function today. Doing all the things. Alright, Boolinful, you should have a new title on the Discord as well. Or a new role. Hello, hello, MOBA. Yeah, lurk. Everyone's lurking. It's just a lazy Sunday. It's an ice rickle. That's right. There be gold. A little bit gold. Not much. Some. How you doing? Right. An ice rickle. A wild ice rickle has appeared. Phrase, how you doing? Hello, hello. Good, good. Are you still playing on the non-DLC side? You played for 5 hours. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that at all. Ice Rickle has played 0 hours. Finish optimize. Where are you at? Oh man, that Miller Eye, huh? Miller Eye passed you up on the max. He dumped all the buckets. You're lagging with so much buckets, yeah. You've been putting all your hours into Sea of Thieves and DayZ. Don't know anything about DayZ other than the fact that it's like a zombie game. And Sea of Thieves, I haven't played it since it like first came out, but it was fun. Played it on the Xbox. Yeah, some people like it. I'm not a zombie person. I mean, I'll play 7 Days to Die, but I'm not a huge zombie type game person. Not about the zombies, it's the hardcore survival. And the other little things that others leave out. Yeah. I know everybody got into the damn zombie craze. It's like, oh, COD zombies and zombie this, zombie that. The Walking Dead TV show. No. Right, right. Shred up the cloth and make bandages. Bandages. So, not a zombie guy. Yeah. That's just what killed it for me. It was just the fact that everybody went apeshit for zombies, and there's just like a whole fucking era that's set to zombies where, like, you had Walking Dead TV show out, you had freaking Daisy, you had, what is that stupid PlayStation game with Ellie and Joel and all them. That game was out. You have COD Zombies. Like, everybody went fucking zombie crazy. And I went, nope, I don't like it. The Last of Us maybe have been a good game. I don't know. I'm not a PlayStation fan, so. But I know that the second one went over like a fart in church. So. Yeah, it's on PC now. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's not my kind of thing. I don't like Neil Druckmann and all them and Naughty Dog and all the bullshit that they pulled around that, so yeah, RPG story thing. I might get it. I think the issue that I have is knowing about the second game ruins the first game for me, so why would I want to get invested in the first game if I already know stuff from the second game? It's kind of like it takes everything out of it, I guess. It'd be like watching, if there was a 3-part movie or something like Star Wars, knowing how it's going to end, and then go, I'm gonna watch the first 2 now. Yeah, it had really good 5v5 competitive mode that they didn't port to PC. And I wouldn't buy it just the story mode, if you get me. Yeah, I get it. And it's fine, people can enjoy what they like. That's no hate here. You can be wrong, but, you know. See, I like Ark. Ark was great. So.
I need a dollar, that's what I need.
Holy chow. Dapper Kitty coming in with the 200 biddies for the titties. How you doing, Dapper Kitty? Can't sleep but doing well. I'm assuming the heat's getting to you, or you're excited about playing a game or something. Isn't it day off today and tomorrow? So you can kind of take it a little easy. Yeah, this heat sucks. I always hated working nights in the summertime just because trying to get to sleep is miserable. I mean, you could block out the light with tinfoil or freaking blackout curtains, shit like that, but when it comes to like the heat, it just sucks. Yeah, no, I'll probably, maybe one of these days, give Daisy a try. Right, warm, stuffy rooms. No fun. And a lot of people, what they don't realize about, like, the UK, when the UK starts getting heat, is the fact that all the houses there are designed for cold and wet, so when everybody's over there complaining about heat, it's like, yeah, you know, because you live here, right? It's funny because it's true. Lou Jack Sama, my brother, did you already end your stream? Hey, no, I appreciate you lurking, my brother. Like, if I was going to get anything done today, I had to leave, man, because I could sit there and watch that game till the very end. It's like a favorite movie of mine, damn near. Man. Well, anyways, yeah, don't make the wife too mad. I appreciate you stopping in, my brother. Let's see what we got. How's the challenge going? I mean, so far so good. Taking a few days off, but I'm sitting in 8th place on the max board. And we're sitting in 7th place on the seasonal board. So, we're doing pretty good. Mick. Oh no, who is that? It's been so long that Mick forgot who I was. Shit. Let's see, do I have any of my mods in here right now that can give a shout out to Mr. Lujak Sama? Yeah. Accelerate, he jumped in and was doing his thing, so he did a seasonal run, and that was it for his season. He didn't want to go too crazy or anything like that, so there we go. Got that shout out for Lujak Sama.
Fuck off.
The guy is freaking amazing. Fun to hang out with. Like, you'll have a good time hanging out with Lujak Sama. He's 420 friendly. And not very politically correct, although you still have a lot of fun in his stream with people that may not align with your ideals. But, you know, we do the same thing here. Let's see what we got. We got a fuck off from Wolfall Gaming. How you doing, Wolfall? Phrase with the diggy hole. And Ice Rickle says, if I do try Daisy, I need to give you a shout, and you will tell me the basics, but nothing other than the basics. Wouldn't want to ruin it for me. Yeah, you know. Let me get eaten by zombies a few times, you know, shit like that. So, I'm doing alright. Still suffering from a flare-up that freaking sucks and whatnot, but if I take any more breaks, y'all are going to forget who I was and go find a new streamer or something, you know. I know yesterday must have been hella bored, so I'm going to head off, play a game of Valorant. Ooh, thank you, Ice Rickle. Good seeing ya. You kick some ass in Valorant, you know. Take the names. Catch you later. You haven't played it since it first came out? Yeah. Like, I don't know much of it. I just know that there's zombies. And so Ice Rickle was giving me a little bit of a rundown on it. So, but I have other games I gotta play. Apparently I have to give Valheim a try. I now own that, so I gotta give that a run. Who knows how that'll do? Who wants to see me suffer through fighting all the different things, or play house builder or whatnot. I don't know much about the game. It looks like fun, so I like Ark. It's kind of like survival, but Vikings, so. I might need to get into some Minecraft with Ty. Cause I mean, he's got a cool little create mod pack he put together. Might play with it. Not sure. Let's see. What's Mick asking? Question: I take my save game and do resets, and I see if the bunny comes after 15 times, I have no money and still no bunny map. I can safely continue playing my game. Even more money if I do this again. For example, do I have the same? It's pretty much locked in at what it's going to be. The devs put in a failsafe to keep from doing a certain cheat that it used to be. But yeah, typically you just want to save up a bunch of money, do your reset, play whatever map you get. I mean, even if you find one along the way that's pretty good, use it. This late in the season, just grab maps that look good. I mean, we only have 7 days left. If you found the bunny map, great, because that'll probably be 7 days worth of digging. But if you want to save up some money so you can do a few more resets, give it a shot. They took it out. Well, they took it out like Leaderboard 31 was the first time that you could pretty much get a standard set of maps that won't rotate. Leaderboard 30 is the reason why they started banning people, because they were doing what Mick was doing, except for it would randomize the maps. So it was an exploit that's been fixed by the devs. So still wouldn't do it personally. It's kind of risky, but just get the maps that you're played. That's basically, you know, play the cards you've been dealt, whatever analogy you want to use. And definitely don't stream it if that's what you are doing, because that'll get you popped 100% of the time. So. How's it going, Lucky, by the way, since you popped in? Yeah, corners aren't fun. Trying to let the ribs heal. What'd you do? You did some MMA or? Right, getting that last corner, it's gonna be nice. Exactly right, and yeah, I'll never do that again, never. I love to train martial arts, and I know exactly what you're feeling on them ribs, and it is not fun. Not fun at all. Well, hopefully you get a quick recovery. I mean, I don't really have any tips on how to get through it. You just kind of suffer through it and then you're done. Just try to get as comfortable as you can when you can. So... Hey Dapper Kitty, you still around? And if so, is Ty gonna be messing around with any farm sim? Or do we know what he's doing? Because I saw him at like late time my time, and he was actually streaming on Twitch. So I don't know if he was just doing that to keep his affiliate status until later or what. But that was like 2 in the morning my time when he did that, so... Not seen Tyvius in a while. Yeah, he popped in a while back. I was hoping he'd stop by for the birthday stream, but didn't see him. So I'm gonna have to go mess with Ty today if I can see him. Go harass him for a little bit. Should be on any minute now, within the next couple hours, I figure. Look, yeah, I mean, I didn't mind sparring with my buddy, but yeah, he started getting pissed off because I was not letting him hit me so easily. So I decided to start swinging for the fence and start fighting like it was a real match. Could not keep up with it. You know, and the issue with that, right? Like, sparring is to practice form more than speed. You got your speed bags for that. You have your heavy bags for the speed. You have drills for speed. If you're getting mad because, you know, your sparring partner is practicing blocks while you're practicing the forms for throws and loses control, that's a huge part of martial arts, is keeping composure, keeping control, whether that's mind control or keeping from losing your temper. Because if you lose your temper in a fight and the other opponent can keep his, you're screwed. He's already won. So... So yeah, that's, after years of martial arts, that's the biggest thing that they teach you is the mind control, keeping your composure, being smart, because if you can throw your opponent off like that, that's great. He'll gas himself out hitting you, and then you can finish the match. He won't. And there's bruisers, I'm I guess considered a bruiser because of how big I am, weight class and all that, but yeah. So I can take the hits. You can keep hitting me. You'll burn yourself out, and I just need one good hit and you're done. So, and that's a different kind of style, is just taking the hits versus, dodging them or blocking them. Sure, I'm going to hurt the next day, but, if I won the match, I won the match. And it's not like karate where you're doing point spar, they tap you and it's over. No. So, unfortunately, you have to pay for his lack of control. Yeah. You remember all too well about it. So, yep. Well, that's one of those things that he needs to work on, because I think that would be his biggest flaw. If he wants to be a competitive fighter or a competitive, competitor, to be considered strong, you have to have that control. And sure, it sucks when you get dinged or, you can't get past the defenses and stuff. That's where you also need to learn tactics. I'm going to throw a high, and when your hands are in the air, I'm going to hit you with the low on the other side, Yeah, wear the protective gear. So, but yeah, that's what it comes down to is, if I'm blocking high, then somebody's going to come in with the low, hit you in the ribs, or throw it off to where you're blocking with your ribs because you're tired of taking rib shots, and so then you catch them with the headshot, or, any number of things. Now, was this like just a gym kind of, not necessarily an actual dojo or any of that kind of stuff? So, I am on DLC. I wanted to throw in a couple 6K ounces or something, and then maybe I'll switch back over to non-DLC. I'm trying to hold my spot on the DLC side just because I don't want to drop off the board or anything like that. So, but I typically play on the non-DLC side. I have more fun on non-DLC than I do on the DLC side, and it has nothing to do with beating everybody over there, but more of I don't have to worry about trying to get to tier 5. I can run tier 3.5, and it's just overinflated numbers. Like, if you look at my money, I have 177 million. And I'll never spend 177 million. So I don't need to be pulling gold out of the ground like that. And so I call the non-DLC board the traditional style of digging, because it was before DLC came along. And yeah, I love non-DLC. So, but I came out to this board for this season because I want to do a part of that No Franks challenge to make a point that somebody that's using dump trucks could keep up with somebody using Franks, let alone, if you look at the numbers last season, I pretty much put up numbers that would have put me top 10 on the max leaderboard on DLC, but only using non-DLC stuff. And that's kind of where this challenge came from. But if you do it right, you can be competitive with half the equipment. And so it just shows that with skill, you really don't need all that kind of equipment. And I'm not saying I'm skilled in any way, shape, or form. I just have a lot of time on my hands. So... yeah, there's a lot of issues with the Franks. Another one of the issues the Franks has is the fact that it has gold deletion. You lose 10 to 15% of your gold using a Frank versus a dump truck. And you got all that prep work getting down to bedrock, but I mean, if you're already doing a bedrock road, fine. But with dump trucks, it's a little bit more versatile because you could do the bedrock road, or you could just top dig and reset the map very easily. You know, you can go all the way from waterfall, working your way forward with just dump trucks. So... right. It's a great way of you know, dropping it in from the top, all that kind of stuff. Works very well. Then, of course, there's the whole digging style debacle or debate, which we've kind of crunched some numbers on there. And if you want more gold, then do precision digging, but you'll lose on your time. If you have very little time, like doing a seasonal, do chaotic digging where you're kind of just flinging it in the back, not getting precision bites or anything like that. So you could probably do a min-max thing where you do a combination of the both, but it just depends. It was fun seeing all the number crunching that we were doing this season. I guess ultimately, if you want the most possible gold, you fling dirt and do as many resets as possible. Right. Yeah, I guess the biggest thing that we did from this leaderboard season was challenge the meta that everybody said is the very best and can't keep up or anything like that, because there are people that are using the meta versus people not using the meta. And even Accelerate, when he crunched his numbers, it came out to the fact that he was only running, I don't know, 800 to 1,000 yards less per day between the Frankenstein and the dump truck. So if that's the case, you know, and you're looking at 15% loss from the Frank and the time it takes to prep everything and constant monitoring and refilling of the Franks, he does think it is better to just run dump trucks in the long run. Exactly. You know, I get a lot of shit for the way I dig with the precision method. And they're like, you know, if you just fling it, it'd be a lot faster. And probably. But I've just been digging the way I dig. You can see the difference on seasonal 32. Yeah, this season versus 32, it was 35K only and a lot less hectic. Right. And I think over time, maybe there would be a gap, or maybe there'd be a less of a gap. I don't know. But if you know, like you said, 35K difference, I mean, that's just one day's difference, basically, of moving dirt. And it could have been bad luck on the maps. I don't know which season had better maps. I think 32, you were going nuts with the maps, like 44 square map and all that. We had the bunny map, which was pretty good on this one, but I think last season's maps were slightly better, so that could make a difference. Yeah, it's really, really close. But yeah, you do you. That's the other thing we were talking about is the digging methods. The method I use works great for me. And when I first got into the game, I had a choice between flinging dirt like everybody else or digging the way that I dig. And so that's the advice I would give to anybody that comes into it is pick a style and do it. If you want to fling dirt from the bottom, dig from the bottom, do it. If you want to take bites precisely, get more gold, maybe take a little more time, do that. Just do your own thing if it works for you. But don't be afraid to listen to criticism. Don't be afraid to try new things that may improve over time. You know, whether it's the way you have your setup running, your mat washing stations, whatever. That can cut a lot of time off your digs, which gives you more yards in the long run. Right. I think Cass was running a similar setup before this season, and then he messed with it this season as well. He did the double deals, so almost like you cut it in half, and then once that's done, then yeah, dig the rest out with the excavator instead of fell. Coffee. Honest opinion, how good or how many buckets is a good starting number for like tier 3 or tier 4? To like buy it, or I don't know what you mean by how many buckets. Like how many buckets should you buy if you're running that? Get started with putting gold in your pocket. Well, I do know if you're running tier 3, that if you did triple mat swap on tier 3, it's 17 buckets. Most people, that's what you would do, is a triple mat swap, then you would wash and get your gold, and on tier 3 it'd be about 1,500 ounces for a triple mat swap, give or take, depending on your workers and whatnot. But yeah, and how good your gold squares are. my rule of thumb, like running non-DLC with tier 3.5, I was averaging about 100 ounces per bucket is the rough average. Sometimes you could run a little bit more, sometimes you run a little less, but 100 is a good safe number. So if you have 20 buckets, you can figure you have about 20 or 2,000 ounces. I don't like tier 4 planters. They're terrible. So if anything, you go from tier 3 to tier 5. Skip the tier 4 jigs and whatnot. They're just bad. So, but that's about the average that I figure you're going to get. And then, like tier 5 is different, but I think tier 5 is about 200 a bucket. So, yeah, they're total garbage. So, I mean, if anything, D-Rocker's good, the Trommel's good, but the jigs is just, no, use tier 3 or tier 5. There is no tier 4 jigs. But I guess you could average it out. You know, you could say, okay, well, if it's 100 ounces a bucket on tier 3 and it's a 200 ounces bucket for tier 5, then tier 4 should be around 150 ounces per bucket. I don't know if it's true because I've only pretty much ran 3s or 5s, so I haven't tested a tier 4 setup. I mean, it would be okay, but then if they gave us a tier 4 Trommel, they might as well just give us the tier 4 stuff altogether. And at that point, what's the point of having a non-DLC versus a DLC, you know? So I'm okay with that because the D-Rocker actually gives you the biggest increase, I guess, if you were to go for upgrades. So if they gave us one item to use... if they gave us one item to use from the tier 4 to use in the non-DLC, the D-Rocker is probably the best option, followed by the Trommel, in my opinion. So they gave us the best choice. But then I also noticed the other thing that they give you in the non-DLC is you do get the mini wash plant to start out with now. So if you want to buy that, you can. You just don't get any of the minis themselves. And I don't know if that's a mistake or what, as in they gave us the mini wash plant, but it is in there on a non-DLC run. You can get the mini wash plant, just none of the mini equipment. You mean for the hog pan mini wash plant? I mean, you can use it anywhere on the plant or on the claim. For like Leaderboard 32, it was really crazy because you could run 2 of those side by side like you would a tier 2 setup and be putting out the same amount of gold that you get from a 3.5. So basically they would give you about 100 to 120 ounces per bucket. So let's see. The big Outback Tuna. Who do you reckon is my biggest competition in this comp? Any surprise entries this year? I mean, my biggest competition, I guess, is just staying on top 10. I figured Kagura would put in good ounces. Kagura usually does. Millerai, Miller does what Miller does. Kind of a troll, I think. Hoards buckets, dumps buckets, messes with you, makes you really work for it. So I think that's good. It's good to see some rookies on the board. Mulva is on the board. First leaderboard for Mulva. And then C Porcupine, I think, is also a first-timer. Phrase came out of nowhere. I've never seen Phrase before. So that was kind of cool. But I don't really see any surprises in that case. Other than just a few of the rookies. Cass, let's see. So, well, I mean, Mulva, like I said, just rookie on the leaderboard, at least this season. Cass, I think, is still running, but only running a seasonal. I know he's taken a couple of days off to go play another game, so I don't know for sure. Accelerate is out. He's done with his seasonal run, so yeah, Cass has 4 hours of gameplay left, something like that. So well, see, I don't know all of Mulva's background, so he might be from there. I don't know. I don't really know. Haven't pried. I just know that the tactics that got him started, he said he used my how to start leaderboard video to get started, get set up, and then that pretty much gets you to the point where you have to start making your own decisions on how you're going to dig, what you're going to use to dig with, if you're going to run a tier 2, if you're going to run tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, a combination. I don't know everything that Mulva did. I'm pretty sure Mulva followed a lot of what we did this season, where we jumped from Old Arnold Rivertown directly to Nighthawk using tier 2, but I'm not 100%. And then on the non-DLC board, when I was messing with that, the only thing that surprises me is how low the numbers were over there. I really expected there to be bigger numbers, given the fact that a lot of the non-DLC board players came over to the DLC for this competition. Well, you know. Well, that's good that he's efficient. I haven't seen any of his gameplay or anything like that. I just know he hangs out in the chat and whatnot, so. Dan, is that you?
Are you trying to beat me?
Am I? I'm not even on your board right now.
Oh, good.
I'm on the DLC side.
Oh, that's all right then.
So I think the only people I know that are over there currently running is you got Ryan running, you got Billy Bob. You got to go to work. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Big Outback Tuna. Hopefully I'll catch you later, yeah? Let's see.
Sub 230.
That's not bad. That's not bad. You've had better and you've had worse, so.
210.08.
Right, which would have been your new PB had you not dropped a sub 2 PB, so.
Yeah, 15 minutes over my PB.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I want to see if Keys is around, because I want to ask. Oh, no, Emro's around, but no Keys though.
Let's see, we got Billy Bob saying, "I'm coming for you, Dan." And Ryan.
Tell him to fuck off.
Tell him to fuck off. Ryan says Max and Seasonal are both at 7,100 now. And then, like you see, I'm not going to call anyone out or anything, but I'm real happy to hear that they banned the biggest cheaters on the leaderboard. Yeah. Yeah. They got rid of the Drews, and they got rid of Higgs, I guess. So
Higgs don't come back.
Right.
He's basically said that he won't come back. So
right. Higgs said he won't come back. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the Drews again, maybe, possibly. So
I'm just gonna. Right, how do I send this to you? This is my final mon that I was running. I'll send it to you in Discord.
okie doke.
It's the top one.
That's the top one.
Yeah, Blastoise I was running in the end.
Well, I saw you grab the Lapras, and then I started streaming. I wasn't able to watch after that, so.
Larpass was the starter.
Right.
And Blastoise was something I caught early on, and I just used it. HP weren't bad, the attack wasn't too bad, the defense weren't too bad, nor the speed nor the special. That's why I want to show Keys and ask him, was that a good Blastoise?
Gotcha. Nice to see they are being a lot more productive about catching cheaters and doing something about it. Well, yeah, the devs really came into it and was like, hey, we're going to make some changes around here. The old guard is gone. The new guard is here. We don't want to keep losing people, making an uncompetitive board. And sure, some of the tactics out there are absolutely crazy. You look at Accelerate and the guy can move dirt, but that's why we're trying to put together videos, or at least I am putting together videos on how to get a better start. So most people, their first 5 hours, they're probably digging out the whole hog pan area instead of being more efficient just to get their nuggets, move on to drilling, get more nuggets. Show them a few tactics. Probably do one on workers, how to set up some workers. And it's more of how I set up workers, not necessarily how everybody else does, because everybody's kind of got their own style.
Of course, it ain't Keys this time. Keys one ain't there. Keys one is away for the minute, I think.
Higgs lost more gold than he was keeping. I don't know. I've never seen any of Higgs stuff, and I never saw the Drew stuff. I know the Drews, from what I heard, his digging style was more of the dump truck, using dump trucks, and then top digging with no road, just digging what he could reach and then resetting. So I can't really comment on it. I don't know much about it. Only go by what I've heard. So, but I know the Drews popped in last season. He was going by the name of Parker. And I know a lot of us really didn't care that he was back. But the devs were very, very much stringent on upholding a ban as a ban. So it doesn't matter if you start a new account. It doesn't matter if you buy the game a second time. Once you've been banned, you're banned. So they banned him again.
Yep, and he actually said in your stream that he's going to go and buy a new copy and do it again. So
I don't remember that, but I might have missed it. So who knows? He might learn, he might not. I don't know. Maybe one of these rookies here is actually him. It could be Mulva. because I mean, Mola's an Aussie. And he's already on the board again. And it could be sea porcupine, somebody we've never seen before, kind of just, you know, towards the end there. Right, Mulva's cracking up. So, yeah.
Then hop over to Twitch a minute. I'll watch you for a little bit before I go to bed.
Yeah, I'm not doing much. I'm just shooting the shit, hanging out.
That sounds like Billy Bob.
Yeah,
Using that word in your chat.
Well, you know, it's Aussies. Aussie use that like a greeting, basically.
Ty's just gone live as well.
Yeah, I saw that Ty went live. I gotta go harass him. He dropped in and started lurking.
Cussing you.
So, but I need to go harass him and talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a couple odd days. Well, more than that.
but they're lucky with the Drews. He just cheats for cheater's sake.
And that's the thing, is I don't know that he cheated last season or not. But I think it's more of when the devs figured out it was him, the devs were like, no, once we ban you, it's a ban for life. We don't care. If we find out you're back, you're still going to go. Whether you cheat or not, you cheated before, so. There's Billy Bob for you.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Billy Bob, Billy Bob.
Yeah, so that wasn't a bad run.
No. But yeah, no, I've been doing more digging on the DLC side recently than the non-DLC side, so that way I don't have to get up on the board. I know you said that I was welcome.
yeah, you're welcome, but fucking Billy Bob, mate.
Right.
You can fuck off.
So if I don't fall off the board, if I fell off the board over here, then I guess I would have to put a 3-day crunch run in and get a top 10 finish over there, if I could. So
Billy Bob does cheat, phase. Yes, he does.
Oh yeah. It is too freaking hot, man. I am melting over here.
Yep. It's still 15 degrees over here still.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I might let when Keys comes back from wherever he is, I might ask him what to do one of my runs.
Keys,
Keys are one's away at the minute.
Okay.
He is at he put it in announcements. Where did he put it in announcements?
Billy Bob.
Oh yeah,
to come over next year or next season.
Oh yeah, he's at Summer Games Done Quick. Is that already going?
Are you missing
Is that
out?
already? Summer Games Done Quick. Is that already going?
Not sure.
Yeah, it must. Yeah, it must be.
Well, if he's there,
What's
yeah.
the next game? Pokemon Violet is next. Okay.
I didn't even know what it was. What's going on? Who's doing what?
Summer Games Done Quick is where all the speedrunners go to show off their talents.
You should go.
In the States?
Yeah.
No, because I can't leave Chris.
Bring him with.
Yeah, running next is Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, what SGDQ is, it's a benefit it's a charity event for Doctors Without Borders.
Gotcha.
So any money that they make, they'll get all of it. And so far, they've raised over $52,000 at the minute. So,
Wow, that's pretty good.
I don't know where this one's coming from this time. It usually tells you one here. Summer Games Done Quick is being. Yeah, Pokemon Violet is next. Then it's Halo 2. I don't know where it's coming from this time around. Summer Games Done Quick. I'll have a look and that'll tell me. SGD location. Alright, so it is being ran at it is Summer Games Done Quick. It started yesterday actually. Summer Games Done Quick location. There we go. Location this time is it's at the Hilton Minneapolis downtown.
Minneapolis, huh?
So they're in Minneapolis. Yeah, there.
So Minneapolis is in Minnesota, so you could have went to Billy Bob's house, because that's where Billy Bob lives, is in Minnesota.
Fuck off.
What? He would have given you brisket and all kinds of good food.
Yeah, so that's where it is at the minute. They're in Minneapolis at the minute for the next week.
Billy Bob says, yeah, come see me, Dan.
I would have to shoot him first.
Shoot him. I mean, he could take you shooting. That'd be a lot of fun. You could blow up shit.
You see, you've got 2 annual charity events, which is SGDQ, which is going on now, and then you've got Awesome Games Done Quick, which is January.
Gotcha.
If you want to see retro games being broken, watch that.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Chameleon says he's going to take Dan's brisket if Dan doesn't want it.
Let him. Let him take it, because knowing that cunt, he'll probably fucking poison it for me.
No. He might show you his whale club, but he ain't going to poison it.
Yeah, I'll tell you some of the games that are being ran as well.
Ogre Battle Tactics.
Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link into here because I can. Because I'm a fucking moderator. Alright, so if you want to watch what the crowd are looking at, there you go. You're basically seeing what the crowd sees, so...
Right.
And then the schedule, I want to look at the schedule while we're here. So at the minute, you've got Pokemon Violet, and then you've got Halo 2, Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3, all remastered. Then you got Enter the Gungeon, Bayonet 2,
Bayonetta.
Silent
Ooh.
Hill, After Image, Smart Ball, Shinobi.
That was a mouthful.
Necrovision, The Lost Company, Live Alive, Pugsy or Pugsy, Pugsy, Lone Fungus. Don't know what that fucking game is. Turnip Boy Robs a Bank.
There you go. I remember Turnip commits tax evasion.
Chameleon Twist. Then you got Kirby. Kirby 64, The Crystal Shards, Sonic 06, Sonic Robo Blast 2, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, Pepper Grinder, Bomberman 64. You've got quite a few. Then you got Doom 64 in a couple of days' time on the Tuesday. Star Trek DS9, that's coming. The Terminator, Skynet, Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. That doesn't say that that's a fucking Lego one.
That's a good game.
Could be. Virtual Boy Wario Land, if you want to see that speed run. Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man X5, Mega Man 4. You've got quite a few good games there. That if you used to play it in the old games, in the old days, you can go and watch them get destroyed.
I didn't hear Pokemon Crystal though. What's up with that?
Pokemon Crystal hardly gets run anymore at the charity events. It's mainly at the ESA events, European Speedrunning Association.
Gotcha. Is that one you're going to compete in?
I'm too old to compete, mate.
Nah. They'll call you the grizzled veteran. Dozer Dan, the Pokemon man.
I'm going to leave this off because I'm going to go to bed on my phone. Watch better YouTube on my phone. So I will talk to you later, Asher.
All right, Dan. Good catching you.
I'll see you later.
Yes, sir. Got voice? No, I just have it muted. Not really saying much or anything like that. It's freaking really, really hot here. But I figure once I get another bucket swap or something like that, we'll do a clean out. And then probably do a little break so I can eat some supper. Let it cool down a little bit, and then do my second stream of the day. Probably do that for a little bit going forward, at least till the end of the leaderboard. If I do two, I'll do like a morning one and an evening one, my time. Just so that way I can avoid the hot part of the day. So, I tell you, this house keeps heat in. It's great, but man, summertimes are brutal. I want to try to put at least 6K in. If I can put 6K in, then I think that's a good little stream there. And then we can come back and either do another 6K or we'll do a few other things. I know right now we have the summer sale going on for games on Steam. I may look at picking up a few different games. So if you guys have any ideas of what you might want to see or something that I might enjoy, let me know. I do a lot of sim type stuff, but as long as it's compatible with a controller, I'm good to go. Like an Xbox controller, I can usually make most games work with a controller. I just might have to set it up on the Steam itself. So I do have Valheim. I do have to mess with that a little bit. It looks interesting, so I might do a stream of that after leaderboards are over. You could pre-order FS25. I could. I mean, I really want to play it, but it'll probably be like FS22. I'll mess with it a little bit, but not as much because it's going to be a couple months before the mods start coming out. And hopefully they got some good stuff. So, you're stoked about rice? You're going to be a rice farmer? Because I really do want to get into some FS22 stuff. And Dapper, I did start a FS22 channel in the Discord. We're trying to get some ideas for if we put a server together, what kind of map we'd be looking at, what kind of mods you might be interested in, if you would like to join, you know, certain things like that, if that's something you want to be a part of. We want to kind of get it up and going within about a week or so, because leaderboards are rolling to an end here. So and I know, like, my subscribers that are on the Twitch side, I'd like to do something special, things like that. I don't know if you guys do play farm sim and that's something that you enjoy. I might do like a farm sim server for subscribers. I don't know. Thought about playing a game. Maybe we'll do some ATS convoys together. If you like American Truck Sim, you know, something we could all hang out. Might not stream it. I might stream it. We'll see. Just depends. So. Every once in a while somebody tosses out Satisfactory. I know that Ty loves Satisfactory. It might be on sale. I might have to check to see what kind of price it's at. It's around 20 bucks. Okay. I'll really have to watch some satisfactory videos and see if it's something that I want to sink the time into. See if it's controller compatible, because I'm lazy and I don't want to use mouse and keyboard. So get it now, because after the sale it's going to go up in price. Is that because they're going to drop the 1.0? You think they're going to raise the price? They announced that they were. Okay. Well, shit. I might have to do that then. Raise it. What is the normal price then? So if it's on sale for 20, is it normally go for 40 and then it's going to be 50 bucks now, or? Okay, so it's going to go up 25% roughly. Well, maybe, possibly. I know the sale is going until July 11th, so I have some time to think on it. It's on sale 50% off, $14.99. I know Billy Bob said it was 20 bucks, so is it actually 15 bucks? No, all US dollars. Unless Billy Bob's using like the loonie or some Canadian money, because, you know. Right. I figured you would. Looking at it with the DLC soundtrack, I'm not worried about soundtrack stuff. I hardly ever notice the in-game music as it is. I just tune it out. It's background noise. Supermarket Sim, goddammit. I knew that was going to come up at some point. Supermarket Sim. I know it was big, and it still kind of is big. Indy was running it today. I think that when I saw him, he had 2 viewers in there. I didn't stop in or anything. I was busy watching Cass and Face play their stuff for a while, and then trying to get Taker to run his stuff. Well, trying to get Taker to stream without blowing your eardrums out, because he had his phone cranked up like max volume on his stream, so everything he said would be on a reverb loop, and it was like when you hold a microphone too close to a speaker. how that shit just starts to squeal. So, dinner time. All right, Ryan. Enjoy your supper. But yeah, Supermarket Sim, I don't know if people, I mean, I guess I could probably, ATS has DLC on sale. Unfortunately, I own all the DLC, except for, like, certain tractor packs or like, trailer packs, shit like that. But otherwise, I have all the different states. I guess I could probably look at picking up some of that stuff. But yeah, ATS is good. Somebody wanted me to play ETS, European Truck Simulator, but, I mean, it's Europe. No one wants to go there. Yeah, Gunsmith Sim, I looked at that. I'm intrigued by the game because, you know, guns. But it looks like something that you would easily complete in probably 20 hours. And then at that point, you're like, well, now what? You know, and I don't know if they have any DLC planned or anything like that. I don't know if it's dead game, quiet game, what's wrong with it. But, I mean, it's cool because you can build your own guns, customize the guns, do all kinds of like, custom work to it, not just custom parts, but, like, custom designs, stuff like that in the stock, barrels, all that. So I like that. A lot of people have been doing that ship graveyard sim, 1 and 2. I've seen a lot of the SGA guys playing it. So that might be interesting. I don't want to chase the going trends. So now they have like off-road mechanic simulator is on sale as well. I just have to look at a couple of them. Right. Construction sim. Yeah, Indy was playing that. I know Phanthos enjoyed it, and a few other people were getting into construction sim. Lost my train of... Oh. Since apparently we're entertaining, we could always get, like, tabletop game simulator or whatever. Basically, we're able to play different tabletop games or something like that. And that's just what we need, is everybody to freaking rage over Monopoly or the Game of Life or some other board game, you know. I won't play freaking Uno. Uno can go Uno itself. Oh, if we played Uno, yeah, Belinfo will be in there and be like, what's the matter? You don't like it? Get a group of us together, I think we could be entertaining doing a stream like that where we just play a board game or some shit, you know? Although streaming it would be interesting just because of the fact that everybody else that's playing the game with us would be able to stream snipe and see my cards and my strategies and shit like that. So, certain games probably couldn't be played. Alright, let's run some buckets, see what the hell we got. Yeah, who cares? I mean, as long as it's fun, if we're having good banter, shit like that, you know. Some going back and forth. That's the whole point of it. As long as everybody in the stream's having a good time, I don't care who wins, loses, or any of that. That's what matters. Sure, we could do betting or something, do betting polls or whatever on Twitch side where you could bet your points on who's gonna win, who you think is gonna win, all that kind of stuff. So watching you guys play Among Us might be a good laugh. Fuck. I've never played it. I've seen it played, but I'm sure that could be entertaining. Get a few of us in here for that. Never heard of her. Play Trouble, where every time you send someone home, that person has to take a shot. Shit. There's an unfair advantage. Billy Bob is on performance enhancing everything's. So. The FS22 server will be a hoot. Well, that's what we got to put together. We got like 7 days to get that thing figured out. Which Ryan is going to be working on if we're going to do Canyon Crossing map. Getting that shit lined up. Well, I mean, right now, the only map that we've got... okay, so I guess we have to decide on that. We're probably looking at least a 4 to 12x map. Would be a good one. If this is only going to be a one month deal, basically going for the end of Leaderboard until the next Leaderboard, we're probably going to want a map that we can complete relatively quick, take over, stuff like that. Probably play on hard difficulty or hard economic whatever, so that way, you know, it's not super easy to pretty much beat the game doing silage or some shit, you know. But we don't want it too difficult to where we do 1 month and we only get halfway through the map because we don't have shit unlocked, we don't have productions up and running, you know, stuff like that. And if we're only going to be playing it on the server maybe 3 days, 4 days a week, so... yeah, we were thinking about No Man's Land. We thought about Wild West. The Canyon Crossing map's another big one, but on that Canyon Crossing map, you have a lot of forestry you can do. You have mining that you can do. You've got the different productions that are there, and they're custom productions. So, like, there's a Thai, or not a Thai, but a Filipino restaurant where you have to make, like, lumpia and a few other things. So you have to get all the production set up for that with chickens, ducks, all that to get the ingredients. There's bridges you have to rebuild to get different parts of the map. So you need like concrete factory up and running, things like that to complete to unlock new areas. There's a lot on that map that can be done, and kind of a little bit of everything for everybody, because we were kind of talking about doing the different farms can be set up based on almost like a guild. So if you want to be part of the mining guild, you would join this farm and you'd be doing mining. If you want to be a part of the forestry guild, then you would join up the forestry farm and you'd be doing the forestry side of things. And when it comes to building bridges, we'd have to work together. So the forestry guys would be dropping the wood in to unlock the bridge to get to the next region, things like that, you know. So that's why we were looking at that map. And then Ryan has access to that custom map plus custom mods by the guy that created the map. So he'd be able to set it up on a server and get us running pretty easily. And if we had issues or questions, he could reach out directly to the map creator and pretty much get us fixed relatively quickly if we have a hiccup. But yeah, Wild West, Ty loves Wild West map, which is surprising considering Ty's GPU constraints. So, alright, let's run some more. We're going to run some gold, see what we got. We might raid Ty. Since he's on Twitch today, maybe we'll mess with Ty a little bit. Give him a raid welcome, go over there, harass him in his Discord a little bit, you know. Ty needs love. I thought it was a 64x map. I'm not sure if it's 64 or 32, but I thought it was 64. I guess he does it very carefully. But that's why I have that channel set up, Dapper Kitty, so we could drop in map ideas and all that kind of stuff. I need Ty in there so he can be a part of it also, you know. Yeah, it's been a while since you played. I haven't even looked at the Wild West map in many, many moons. So, not opposed to the idea, but it's like that. Somebody said something about Yukon Valley the other day, because that's another mining one. You can do mining. So. One of the maps that I liked when it first came out was the Upper Mississippi River Valley. That was a fun one, and they also had like a New York map with like a moonshine still at one of the properties, and so you could make moonshine as one of the productions. So, yeah, that was my only issue with Yukon Valley. Was I like the farming aspect more than the mining and the trees, but yeah. Right, Upper Mississippi River Valley is a good map. Is that 4X map? Can't remember. And I think that map, if you're not careful, you could drive your tractor into a ditch in the middle of your field because he's got all the streams running through the fields and shit. I think it came out about the same time as Edgewater, Saskatchewan dropped, which Edgewater, Saskatchewan is another map that had fields that had like creeks and streams in the middle. Oh, that's true, that's true. Yeah, 4X map. Hobo Hollow was another map I messed with. I didn't get too invested on Hobo Hollow, but I think that's another 4X map. What's the largest map size? I think the biggest map I ever saw was like a 128 by 128. But I think that would fry most of our PCs trying to run that. You think that Wild West is the biggest? Because I know that was 64 by 64, but I could have swore I saw a map that was bigger. Okay. Spring Creek is 36. Okay. West End is the 64X map. Yeah, I think that's it, West End. So then what is Wild West? Is that a 16X map? Yeah, 16X for Wild West. Canyon Crossing. Yeah. So then the 16X map wouldn't be too bad. Canyon Crossing 16, so not too crazy, not too crazy. But I know Ty loves his Wild West map, 16X, and he can handle that apparently. I got you added, Dapper Kitty, so you're a friend on Steam now. Okay, so let's see. It looks like Ty is doing some subsistence. Thank you. Now I can gift you. Don't do that shit. What are you doing, Dapper Kitty? Damn it, man. But I'm thinking we can go raid Ty. He's doing Ty stuff, and he's not usually on Twitch, so we need him to come back, you know, keep coming back to Twitch, even though he hates Twitch. We need him to come back at least for a little while. So I'm thinking we give him a healthy raid, and then Billy Bob, I don't know, are you gonna jump into his Discord? We can harass him a little bit, throw some ideas together for the FS deal if he still wants to do that. Notification, okay. Have fun with it. Dapper Kitty, thank you. I really do appreciate that, and I will check it out. I'll mess with it. So yeah. Just don't tell Ty I got it yet. But I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I believe I did get satisfactory, Billy Bob. I got a pop-up somewhere. I need to double, triple check it. My phone was trying to tell me, and then it went meh. So, yeah, mum's the word. Yeah. So, over here. Still trying to learn this shit. Okay, friends. I don't know. No notifications. New gift. I received a gift. Alright. Yep, it's satisfactory, Billy Bobby. Dapper Kitty was kind enough to go ahead and make the choice for me. Billy Bob. Alright. Well, I think that's what we're going to do is we're going to raid Ty. I will have supper and everything like that, and then I'll come back. I've been wanting to raid Ty for a while, but Ty quit the Twitch side like May 15th due to some BS. So if we raid Ty, let's give him some love, make him want to come back, at least hang out a little bit, more often. And I'll try to jump into his Discord and harass him a little bit if he is in there. So, and if you guys don't want to go hang out with Ty, I understand. But Ty's good peoples. He's probably the oldest gamer I know. He's 67 and he's still going. So, like the man is dedicated to the game life. So, alright, wait for my little timer thing. Okay, so that's good. So everybody that hung out, I appreciate it. We dropped like 5K on the leaderboard. If we do that at least once every day, we should be fine. Don't have to worry about dropping out of it. Morning Ty stream may be PG. Used to be. He kind of dropped that. I don't know if he still wants to keep it on Twitch. We'll find out. Typically, if Billy Bob's going to be there, there's no hope. So, anyways, thank you, Dapper Kitty, for dropping the biddies earlier. Thank you for the gifted game. I appreciate that. And, yeah. You're going to scare Dan in a day or two, I bet. So we're going to head over there. We're going to raid Ty. I'm going to jump in his Discord, harass him a little bit. So, anyways, I'll catch you guys later today. You have a good one.